Afternoon. As the Knicks come in on the road, they've struggled on the road this season. Latrell Sprewell and Kurt Thomas at the forwards. Marcus Camby in the middle with Allen Houston and Mark Jackson at the guards. Jackson's played very well against the Bucks this year. Meanwhile, the Bucks still Glenn Robinson. Our officiating crew, Eddie F. Rush, Jess Kersey, and Derek Richardson. Good crowd on hand as the interest in Bucks basketball has returned. Ray Allen blocked by Camby. And Mark Jackson with a rebound.
Well, I think one of the interesting parts of this game early on is going to be how the New York Knicks rebound. Not a very good rebounding team, but then again, the Bucks aren't a team. They don't have the type of team that can grind it out in the half court.
They have really struggled at times in the half court offense. Cassell, nice feed inside, and Anthony Mason, they got caught on the pick and roll. He's here. He's a defensive mindset, something this team really hasn't had.
No, there's no question about it. He's been on defensive teams his entire career. He's there to add toughness and a physical presence inside. And
he helped deflect that ball away. He was 0 for 15 on Tuesday, and Allen was 1 for his last 16 from that distance.
But when you struggle from three-point range and you take more than half your shots from out there, it affects your whole offensive game because now your driving lanes aren't open for you to get to the hoop.
Allen Houston knocks down the three. Houston had his career high against the Bucks earlier this season at Madison Square Garden.
Left side of the court. He loves the left side of the court. Pick and pops, pick and rolls.
Kurt Thomas got a piece of that one. Knicks looking to push, as mentioned. Sprewell kicking it out. Sprewell left wide open, knocks down the three.
Offensively, and certainly with Tim Thomas guarding him, you know, he can guard Tim. Tim Thomas wants to stay out there and dribble. Sprewell's going to love that because he's quicker. He can get out there and guard him. But if Tim wants to go post him up, then he might have some problems.
Sam Cassell is not happy with his teammates' lack of commitment on defense, and he's trying to get a mindset into them. Thomas, and Kurt Thomas knocks it down. He's coming off his best scoring game as a Knick, had 27 on Thursday night at the Garden against the Phoenix Suns. Brisbilla and a foul. Cassell setting him up beautifully.
Here to the baseline. Brisbilla does a real nice job at giving himself up right there on the baseline, and the foul. Well, the guy wears number 6 in Bird.
Brisbilla coming off one of his best games, at a 14 rebound game. Houston pass down low to Kurt Thomas. Nice adjustment, and Thomas able to put it in. Well, Thomas right there for the offensive rebound. Jackson. Houston, another three. Allen Houston is second from downtown. The Knicks have hit
two guys we have to keep from getting the big numbers, and right now they're on their way to getting big numbers, and that's a way they can win the game.
Mason with 8 on the shot clock. Sprewell on him. Mason just going to barrel his way in for an easy 2. Smart recognition.
I don't know what's in that mailbag. I'm sorry.
It's just mail. That's all. Brisbilla gets inside. Mason, count it, and 1. Marcus Camby put a hand in.
And Nelson coached him in New York. He got that one-handed style.
Right.
And then it's kind of like the clutch and grab. Looks like Jim Furyk up there at the line.
The midway point of the opening period. Mason. Allen on the rebound.
And that's what you need. That's what you need to get you going.
And here comes Mason. Mason already with 4 rebounds. Allen trying to get on track. Nice move inside from Ray Allen. Explosive finish.
You think of him, a lot of times you think of him, okay, this guy's a 3.
Robinson looking to post up Mark Jackson on the switch.
You got to clear out. Let him have his room down there.
And his first shot's a good one.
Yeah. I mean, you get a point guard on you and you're 6'7". Don't stand around. And somebody comes over and double teams, then he can find him.
Bucks back up by 1 after trailing by 6. Jackson with the little teardrop.
Shooting, maybe not boxing out, not getting over on a defensive assignment. But when they say you quit, that'll wake you up. If it doesn't, nothing will.
Allen Houston wide open, and George Karl can't be happy with that defense.
You get a certain player or two who has played 40, 45 minutes over the last week, and he's tired. But for a whole team, hey, ouch, that hurt. Just came in and it was
very sloppy to start. And they've lost 2 in a row. 2 tough losses both here at home to Phoenix and Seattle, as Houston now has 15. Prior to these 2 losses, they had won 8. George Karl talking with our Andrea Joyce on the pregame, saying that he gives them a C average.
Nice
Robinson
pass.
cuts inside.
He can do a lot of things. Great hustle by Camby. He's just tracking balls down, not waiting for them to come to him.
Irvin Johnson throws it back. Sprewell, though, has it. It's stripped by Ray Allen. You see a little bit of the intensity being picked up now by Milwaukee. A 6-point Knick lead. Robinson gets by Sprewell. Fire looked pretty good that time.
That's a real nice move. That's a rusted move right there.
Anthony Mason, good boxing out, grabs his 5th board. Shot clock turned off, final seconds of the opening period. Sam Cassell at the buzzer, knocks it down. And just like that, the Bucks come back. On this team, George Karl giving him a lot of minutes. Robinson. Well, I bet George Karl says it's nice to have him back.
He is.
Along with Tom Tolbert and Andrea Joyce, Mike Breen on hand at the Bradley Center. Looks like it might be another sellout. Bucks basketball has returned in a big way here in Milwaukee. Nice shot from Michael Redd.
He is really smooth. He is smooth. He had a heck of a lot, but this year with the injuries, George Karl has asked him to step up and play. And when he's played, he's done a tremendous job.
Kurt Thomas off the deflection, and the Knicks come away.
That was one I'm catching and I'm shooting it. I'm just going to find a way to get this shot off and see if I'm hot. And that was a bad job right there. Irvin Johnson, you got to step up. When you get the
15 games. See, Anderson passed up the 3. Shannon Anderson not feeling confident right now from downtown. He has struggled from that distance. Charlie Ward puts it in. Ward knocks it down. That's the 5th 3-pointer of the game for the Knicks. And they
always want to go into the All-Star break with some momentum, too. You got to go into the break feeling good about yourself, not wondering why we lose last 3 out of 4. Great defensive play by Sprewell. Here comes the angry dunk. Oh, dang.
And a clear path foul is going to be called against Thomas. In that instance, he's probably better off just letting him get the layup, because now Sprewell will get 1 free throw.
Just the face contorts and he gets up, and I definitely cheated us. But that's
2.5 remaining in the second.
Well, maybe Thomas figured, hey, I'll give him the free throw, but they still have to score. They have to score to make it worthwhile, and they don't.
There you go. Cassell on the steal, and Robinson lost a handle. Camby tried to block it. Nice adjustment from Glenn Robinson.
Having a sure 2 points, and then it just dissipates, like poof, gone.
We're better and able to hold it together there. Houston able to put it in.
Boy, what a nice move.
Nice sound effects, by the way.
Nuts, man. I want to try snowboarding one of these years. Look like everybody keeps telling me, you're going to break your wrist. You're going to break your wrist if you snowboard. So maybe I won't.
Allen Houston puts it in again. Houston now with 23 points.
Right now that everything looks like a good shot.
Houston fires again, knocks it down. Another 3-pointer for Allen Houston. He's got 26 here.
You may want to deny the basketball and not let him catch it in the first place, because when he catches it, he's in range.
Ray Allen inside, pretty pass to Tim Thomas.
Well, guest here. I'm your color analyst for the day. Allen Houston, hey, how about that?
There's the double team, though. Dangerous pass nearly taken by Robinson. Shot clock down to 3. Sprewell hoists it up, and he knocks it in.
Sprewell, a lot of shots and gets a lot of shot blocks down there.
Very unique player in the league with his abilities. Ray Allen with the steal. And Allen able to put it in. Mark Jackson with the turnover. A rare turnover for Jackson. Sprewell, quick shot. The outside shot wasn't working early for Sprewell, but knocks down that one.
Before traveling.
2.5 gone by in the third. Knicks lead by 7. Sam Cassell, tough shot. He's lucky. He had a 9-to-5 job. He'd be in about 3 or 4 rec leagues, play outside ball on Saturday and Sunday mornings. He just loves to play. Tough shot from Sprewell, forced it. Prisbilla.
Knowing it's going to go in. And I think he's there right now. He's shooting it, not knowing that the basketball is going to go in. Kind of hoping he can get it up there and go in the hoop. But he's just struggling. You rarely see him struggle this much.
Kurt Thomas throws in a wild shot. Mason played him perfectly.
If he's going to make that shot, nice shot, buddy. Head on down the other end.
Nice give and go, and Mason with an easy 2. That's Sam Cassell working his magic.
Yeah. Well, the weak side resistance.
Kurt Thomas late coming over. Houston comes up, knocks it down. Allen Houston, his first bucket of the third quarter, now 28 for the game. You know, the Knicks are a different team. They're not the great defensive teams that happened certainly in the 90s. Mason gets it inside. Nice move from Anthony Mason. 27 points, 13 points, 16 points. He's been on a nice offensive roll as he's starting to finally play consistently. And Robinson knocks down another mid-range jumper.
Not long enough to get up and really affect his shot. So if he can get good position and he wants to keep shooting that, that's certainly there for him.
Michael Redd, pretty move from Michael Redd. Little hesitation, then Canby trying to help this time. Sprewell, it's a tough matchup on the defensive end. Robinson just clearly can shoot over him.
Yeah, what happened is
the Knicks a three-point advantage as we begin the fourth. Michael Redd. Robinson inside. Nice left hand. Redd sets it up with a penetration, though.
And it'll be interesting to see what happens off. Can you continue to hold him off? Go to your guy and see what he can get done. And Bucks come with a double team, which isn't a bad idea.
Canby puts it on the floor in traffic and has it knocked away. And here comes Milwaukee. 1 point Knick lead. Robinson, wild shot. Thomas, he was hoping perhaps for a foul. Sprewell puts it in, rattles home a three. Big bucket from Latrell Sprewell. And the Knicks Redd. Canby the rebound, and a nice outlet to Houston. Marcus Canby with 16 boards. Sprewell knocks down another one. Back-to-back threes for Sprewell, and just like that this afternoon. Houston drives on Redd. Canby. Lefty layup won't go. Tipped by Thomas, misses. And here comes Allen and the Bucks, looking for their chance to tie it or their first lead since the first quarter. Redd off the dribble. Inside, and an offensive foul on Michael Redd. Marcus Canby stepped in and drew the charge.
You know, nice job right here, and he gets out. Now that's a bad call.
Yeah,
that's a bad hit the ball and bring it up.
There's about an 8-second difference between the shot and game clock, so the Bucks don't have to foul. Jackson and a foul call on Cassell with 7 left on the shot clock. And Milwaukee in the penalty, so Mark Jackson this season. And the Knick lead is to give. And 2 clutch free throws from Mark Jackson. But Cassell this is where Sam Cassell can be at his best. Good ball denial from the Knicks. They have trouble getting it in. Finally do so to Ray Allen. And Cassell fakes the three-point. A lot of time going off the clock. Knicks doing a good job. Robinson's three won't go. And they're going to call a goaltend on Marcus Canby. It did not appear the ball was any. I don't think that should be goaltending. It's hard to tell from that angle. That's short of the rim. But no, on that second time,
yeah.
That's above.
I think that may have grazed the front of the rim. Now, certainly that ball was not going in the hoop, but just the mere fact you put your hand up there and grab it before it has a chance to hit the rim, that's
desperate for a victory. Houston has it, and a foul call on Ray Allen. George Karl screaming, and the reason was because Allen Houston was in the front court, and then when he caught it, moved into the back court.
Did he have possession in the front court before he goes to the back court? See him catching the ball right there? Well, that's
2 clutch ones right here with 5.2 remaining. Knocks down the first big free throw. Houston puts it in. Bucks out of timeouts. Final seconds. Ray Allen looking up.
Foul.
Gets a great look at it. And it's good! Ray Allen ties it with 0.5 of a second remaining. What a finish here in Milwaukee. The Knicks have to inbound. The Bucks are celebrating. Knicks can get a shot off. Marcus Canby looking down the court. Lobs it down to Shandon Anderson. Anderson puts it up, and the shot would not have counted. He did not get it off in time, and we've got overtime here at the Bradleys. We've got 5 minutes of OT.
Well, you want to talk about a great look. Watch right here. Grab him. That's a great move, but Canby's getting out of the way. He's like a little beltway for you. Forward, Mason playing the center. So small lineup, so you got to be sure everybody on the Bucks. Shot goes up, you got to block out.
Sprewell, a three, puts it in. Latrell Sprewell again. Glenn Robinson wants the ball, telling Cassell, get it to me.
He's going to face him up.
Nice move from Robinson. On the reverse, blew right past Comet, and no help defensively.
A little bit, face up, and that allows him room to work.
Glenn Robinson has 34 points in his first game back since December 28th. Sprewell comes right back for the answer. Allen on Sprewell. Cassell looking to double team as soon as he puts it on the floor. Here comes Mason now. Sprewell tied up, 3 on the shot clock. Has to put it up, puts it in. Everything going down for Latrell Sprewell.
For him, just throw it up, it's bound to fall in.
Cassell trying to create some space. Michael Redd, the 3. Redd comes right back for the Bucks. And it's a 2-point Knick lead with ovation from the sold-out crowd. Sprewell draws the foul. No, they're going to call an offensive foul. Eddie Rush says he lowered the right shoulder. Sprewell waiting to stay to lead the Bucks by 2. Allen trying to find some space. Sprewell pokes it away and comes up with a steal. Sprewell going at Michael Redd. Kurt Thomas tip won't go. Thomas again lost it. Jackson picks it up and he'll bring it back out. Allen Houston, that's a 3. No go. And Mason with a rebound. Here come the Bucks trailing by 2. Cassell ties the game. Sam Cassell, 17 boards. So many players making big plays, and we're tied in overtime with under a minute and a half remaining. Sprewell for 3, puts it in. Latrell Sprewell with 45. Oh my! Sprewell has been absolutely brilliant in the fourth quarter in OT. They go to him again. Allen trying to do something. Gets inside on a travel. Move the pivot foot, and the Bucks get it back.
There's just nothing you can do here. It really isn't. I mean, you're right in his face, and he's just telling you, thanks for coming. The guy is radar locked in right now. Hands in it. This situation, too, if you're the Knicks, you know they're going to want to bleed the clock down to about 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And a lot of times teams will get off a bad shot when they do that. So just play good D. If they miss, you're still 1 possession away.
Jackson against Cassell. Jackson spinning, gets inside, kicks it out. Allen Houston, a 3-pointer. No good. Cassell the rebound with 10 seconds remaining. Houston was wide open. The Knicks have a foul to give. Ball knocked out of bounds. Anderson tried to foul Robinson, but the ball went out, so no foul was called.
As soon as somebody catches it, you have that foul to give, so you foul immediately. Go ahead, Mike.
You have to be careful that you don't foul in the act of a 3-point shot. Allen, and there's the foul from Camby with 3.7 remaining. Of course, fittingly, it goes in, but it won't count. Camby, meanwhile, is fouled out of the game. To foul immediately.
Yeah. And watch the inbounder, too. Watch him kicking it in and then right back out to Ray Allen.
The inbound to Redd. Redd gets off a 3, and he puts it in. I don't believe it. 1.4 remaining, and we're tied again. Mark Jackson at the buzzer. Second overtime coming up.
They're right in the corner right there, and that's the situation where it looked like Anderson wanted to foul, but he got there too late. Hey, when you know a team...
Off the mark, and Houston the rebound. You don't know, Chaney may have told him. They have said it several times in the huddle. Don't give up a 3. Sometimes you say things and it doesn't work. Jackson with the little floater. Knicks without their best rebounder in the second overtime. Cassell battling against Jackson. Jackson flips it up. Shot good again. Mark Jackson back-to-back buckets. And the Knicks lead by 4.
And you'd love to come up.
Good luck trying to top this one with those two teams after what we've seen. Allen Houston double team. Good defense from Michael Redd on the help. Ball knocked out of bounds. Houston just got hammered as they knocked it out of his hands.
Maybe understand it, but just total lack of concentration when your own player gets in there before you even let the ball go.
We've seen some great plays, but some mental mistakes. Jackson for 3. Bang! Mark Jackson from downtown. And the Knicks now up by 5.
Where you know you get the last shot of the game. You want to make sure you get the last shot of the game.
They're looking to double Sprewell when he gets close. Allen Houston, an open 3. Won't go. Weatherspoon tips it, and Cassell takes it away. Terrific play from Sam Cassell. Robinson, the open jumper. And a foul on Allen Houston, and Glenn Robinson will go to the line. Game in a month. Knocks it down. Robinson gives the Bucks their first lead. Houston. They look for Sprewell. Sprewell with Darvin hand. Shot clock down to 9. Sprewell wants to make the play. Sprewell makes the move, pulls back, fires, puts it in. Latrell Sprewell puts the Knicks back on top with 9.9 remaining. His 9th three-pointer of the game, and the Knicks lead by 2. 48 points for Latrell Sprewell.
He's just unreal. I'm not so sure if I'm Glenn Robinson, if I back off, and they had him double teamed. But that's just a jab step, and Darvin Ham has to respect that. So he respects that. He back.
0.9 remaining. You'd expect him to look for Allen. Sprewell gets right up on him. Robinson sets the screen. Allen makes the move. Back to Robinson. Has a good look at it. Puts it in with 3.2 remaining. Glenn Robinson. So the Knicks will inbound when we return. Second overtime in Milwaukee. 3.2 remaining. Bucks and Knicks. 0.2 remaining. That's very important now for Milwaukee. Jackson tries to get it in. The Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon puts it up. And a foul call. Darvin Ham fouled him in the act of shooting. Ham again, a mental mistake, and Weatherspoon will shoot 2.
And not even a foul going after the ball. He just pushed him in the chest.
You knew he did. He had on his mind it's obvious a foul to give, but just the wrong time. As Weatherspoon got the shot up, and Weatherspoon will shoot a couple of free throws. And this is his first free throw of the afternoon, and he knocks it down. When hits this, they can advance the ball to the front court. Weatherspoon, 2 clutch free throws. They look for Allen. Shandon Anderson trying to deny. Mason looking to find somebody. Gets it to Michael Redd. Redd puts it up at the buzzer. No good. And the game comes to an end. The Knicks with a huge road win. And just a thrilling, extraordinary game here at the Bradley Center.